Okay, now we're recording. Great. Okay, so welcome everybody. Here we're going to be learning about the compensation plan for Isagenix, how to get paid, how to get your products paid for. Who here wants to get their products paid for? Say I.
I
That's great, and you can even go beyond getting your products paid for. So, yeah, and the way you do it is simply by sharing with other people the products that you already love, that are already getting you results. Just sharing them with people you know, people you meet, and you'll get compensated based on products that you sell. So, firstly, let's get out of the way. Do you need to understand everything about the compensation plan in order to get paid? Well, Enoch, would you like to share your story about that? Or is now not a good time? Can you hear me? Bro,
maybe come back.
maybe come back to that.
AWC.
What was it?
I don't know. He's away from his computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's busy right now. Well, anyway, and you don't have to understand every single thing about the compensation plan in order to get paid. There's how do I say this? How about Katharina? What's been your experience with the compensation plan thus far?
Oh, it's been cool. I actually really enjoyed it. There's an echo coming from Enoch. There was. But anyways, so I have gotten it was just last week I got paid because I cycled, and that's one way to get paid. And I was like, what? Where did all this other money come from? I didn't know that I was gonna get paid this amount. So like to me, I look at it as they're very generous company, and they have like a lot of ways to pay with of which I know nothing yet. But I
Yes,
mean,
there are
I'm
bonuses.
thankful for the money.
Absolutely. Okay, Enoch, are you there now?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to share your experience about how you didn't have to understand everything about the compensation plan in order to get paid?
Yeah, I remember when it was shared with me, I had a lot of questions, and John, who shared Isagenix with me, he's like, Enoch, we send people to health food stores all the time as health educators. Why send them to other people's health food store when you can send them to your own store and get paid for it? Like, wow, that's powerful. That's an option. So he was explaining to me how if I share with two people, help them to share with two people, then I could make over $500, and I could do it in my first week if I wanted to. And I was like, wow, that sounds doable. And he, like Katharina talked about a cycle, and I was trying to understand how the cycles work and how that math lined up. And John told me, you don't have to understand how all the cycle works in order for it to work. All you have to understand is when you share with two people and help them share with two people, then this is really what the entire compensation plan is built on. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I thought about who are two people I knew, and I shared uh, with my mother, and then I shared with Christina, and Christina also was on the call. She was explaining, okay, well, how does a cycle work? What's going on with this volume? And I was like, Christina, you don't have to understand how the cycles work in order for you to get paid. And she's like, oh, okay. And so she ended up sharing with other people, two people who shared with two people. And so she started getting paid. But that's been my experience. It's really the big foundation of how it all works. Is that what you were asking about?
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, bro. All right. So,
can I share?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've been paid for 10 years, and I don't know how the system works either. It really works. Praise God. But I don't understand it all for sure.
But you're definitely getting results. So, now let's get into the plan itself. So, There is a ranking system, and everyone starts at the same place. Everyone starts here at the A. As you can see, I have ACMDE. A. Everyone starts out as an associate, and as an associate, well, your goal is to become a consultant. That's the C. And the way to become a consultant is, and this is how you activate the compensation plan, as well as, let's draw this here. This is you. And what you want to do is share with 2 people. And that is how you become a consultant. Now let's give these 2 people some names, shall we? What should we call them?
Christina and Mom. So M and C. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So now, and in order for this to work, there has to be, well, how do I put this? You share the Forever Pack. Okay, so here's you. You share the Forever Pack, the shake and recharge NAD, or 2 bottles of NAD, and that is a qualified order. So
You have 100 BV.
yes, you need 100 BV in order for this to work. For for them to count.
To be qualified.
Yes. And where am I going with this?
How to become a consultant.
How to become a consultant, right? So once you share with these 2 people, Christina and Mom, and they have a qualified order, which the Forever Pack is a qualified order. The shake and the NAD, or 2 bottles of NAD, that's a qualified order. So we always want to get somebody started with that. And then if they want to explore other products, they can do that.
On month 2?
Yeah, on month 2, their next shipment. But you always want to get them started on the Forever Pack. So that's 100 BV. You've just unlocked the compensation plan just by sharing with 2 people. So you'll get a, in addition to getting 6%, wait, no, when does the 6% happen?
Every time they purchase, as long as I have a qualified order.
Okay. So you need to maintain your qualified order, and they need to maintain their qualified order.
So I think so you can get paid as soon as you share with 2 people, right?
I believe you can cycle as soon as you share with 2 people. You can,
Really?
but you get a product introductory bonus when you share with 1 person. You get 20% of their first order. So every person you introduce to Isagenix, you get paid 20% of their first order.
Okay.
And how much would that be exactly?
Depending on their first order.
Well, let's say we get them started with the Forever Pack. How much would that be?
I'm not sure, but when you find out, could you let me know?
You're talking about the product introductory bonus?
Yeah, the product introductory
I got
bonus.
$50 or $55 for it.
Shanice thinks she got $50 from it.
With the
Okay.
Forever Pack.
And it seemed like Katharina got like $45 or $50 from it too.
Yeah, I think $50 is what it is. Around
Okay.
that.
It makes sense because if the first order is about $214, then 10% of that is 20, and then 20% of that would be about 40 something. I would guess around 45.
45?
Yeah, per person.
Okay. Well, anyway, you get 20. Okay, so there's the product introductory bonus, which you get 20% of their first order. And then also, because now that you have 2 people under you with qualified orders, you've become a consultant, and there's a consultant bonus Now is the
for $50.
what was that?
It's a $50 consultant bonus.
Okay, is that in addition to the crystal consultant bonus?
There's no crystal for consulting. Crystal's only
Oh.
for manager and beyond.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, in addition to the 20% of their initial order that you get, you also get a $50 consultant bonus for becoming a consultant. And now from here is where the growth happens, the duplication happens, because the way to get to the next rank, which is your next goal of manager, you want to create consultants. You want to take,
help Christina to do what I just did. And because I just became a consultant, it's simple to be able to teach someone how to do what I just did.
Right. Yeah, we want to keep this like the same process, make it as duplicatable as possible so that exactly what you did, they can do.
Now,
So
Christina shares with Bill, and he loses 70 pounds, which is true, straight facts. And then Christina shares with his mom, her mom.
Mom number 2.
Yep. And then she got amazing energy. So now what happens when Bill actually, yeah, Bill signed up and he really enjoyed the products.
He wants to go share it with others.
So then let's say no, let's not go
With the
that far yet.
compensation plan.
You're
You're explaining
breaking
how
up.
to get to manage it.
What was that?
Enid's kind of breaking up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pausing in my conversations.
Yeah, we are breaking up too when you do speak.
Okay.
Okay. So now Christina is a consultant because she shared with 2 people. And then you want to do the same with Mom, help her to share with 2 people.
So just
So she shares with Sarah and Karen.
And now she's a consultant. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is this how you become a manager?
Yeah. I am now a manager. I did
So
this in the first 3 weeks. I got my products paid for, and I joined the A for Free Club. From this day forward, I never had to pay for my products again.
Nice. Okay, so now with 2 consultants, so you became a consultant and you helped 2 other people become consultants. Now you're a manager. You're getting paid for 6% on all the qualified orders under you.
On
even
any
the people,
order.
Yes, even the people they share with. And then you also get your manager bonus. There's a manager bonus, right?
Yeah, after a personally enrolled consultant bonus. Before you explain the manager, what do I get for making a consultant who I personally enrolled, helping someone I personally enrolled become a consultant?
Oh, that's a good question. Is it 100, 120?
It's 100.
It's 100. Okay.
Per consultant I develop.
So that's $100 for every consultant you develop.
For the first 10
Wow.
consultants.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. For the first 10. That's really incentivizing you to go to get to
Executive.
executive.
That's right. Yeah, I'm glad you made the connection. That's what it's for.
And is that like in a certain time frame, or is that just ever?
That's at any time. There's no time limit on the first 10 people I enroll who become consultants
Wow.
at any time. There's no time limit on that. I will get $100 per person I personally enroll who I help become a consultant, and that's up to $2,000 total.
Wow. That's cool.
Nice. All right. So now with these two consultants that you've created, you're a consultant, you created two consultants, you're a manager. The next goal is
So
to
on the
become
right, though,
oh,
before we go to there, on the right you have 50. So if we go 50 plus 100 plus 100,
okay.
Kathy, can you move your cursor
To where?
just off the
do you
page?
see
There
how
you
your
go.
cursor's
Got
Perfect.
There
it.
you go.
Thank you.
Let me
So-
write this in, I'll write it in red. So consultant, manager, D, E. Okay. And then where'd that second 100 come from?
Christina becoming consultant, I got paid $100, and when my mom became a consultant, I got paid 100.
Okay, so that's
So you're missing 100 on the right. So it's 50 plus 100 plus 100.
What's that first 50 from?
Me becoming a consultant.
Oh, okay.
wait, so this
There's 200 there. A manager, each manager gets 100.
Consultant.
yeah, there's 100 here and 100 here. It doesn't quite look great, but
On the right, though, when you're
Uh-huh.
adding everything up, I like to write 50. Like when you explain you share, they share, it's usually 50 plus 100 plus 100 on the right. And we total that, and then we explain the crystal manager bonus. Yep. So what's the
Okay.
total that we're at right now just by getting to manager?
Just by getting to manager, that's 250 plus whatever this 20% is. That's like
Yeah.
around
We can leave out the
300.
20%.
Oh, okay.
But it's at least $250. And there's no time limit on that. Everyone who ever gets a manager makes at least $250. They make more than $250. So, but what happens when I get to manager within the first, like when I joined, we had 30 days. Now you've got 60 days to get to manager. So what happens if you do it within the first 60 days?
You get the crystal manager bonus.
Yes. And how much is a crystal manager bonus?
I'm gonna guess 350.
Close. It's 250.
250. Okay.
It doubles the bonus that we just got because we're at 250 now. So then it's another 250. So when we would write 250 on the right.
Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that and that and that and that and that. Okay. So that's Oi, what am I doing? 250. That's a total of 500.
So $500 is the bonus for getting to Crystal Manager. And then I also cycled. So my first paycheck in Isagenix was $554.
Nice.
They didn't even have their product introductory bonus like that. They only gave that to you when you sold like bigger packs, but now they make it so generous. Like literally, they've been upgrading this compensation plan where they pay you more and more as the years go. It's never been easier to make money in Isagenix than today. They're literally looking for ways to put money into your bank account.
Just sneak some dollars in your pocket. All right. So
Exciting.
what was that?
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. So the next step, we've gone through the consultant, the manager. Next step is to become a director. And to become a director, you're just doing this same thing of creating consultants. Now we're just going to create 4 more for 6 total consultants. So that's just the same thing as before. You share with 2 people who share with 2 people.
So you repeat that
Yeah. And
3 times.
Yes. And that's pretty much the foundational skill for building your business with Isagenix is creating consultants, because that's pretty much the game, so to speak.
Yeah, becoming a consultant creating machine.
So let's see, can I do this? If I just take this and you do this times 3. You
Yeah.
do this 3 times.
It's good.
And that is how you become a director.
So if we're a director, how much money have we made just in creating consultant bonuses, like personally enrolled consultant bonuses? Because we have 6 total consultants. We get $100 for every consultant.
That's $600 total
Yeah.
just for creating consultants.
So that's actually that's another $400 added to our $500, which is would be $900 total now with everything together. Yeah, so added 400. Those are the bonuses we make. But how does the crystal director bonus work? Like that math is accurate.
The crystal director bonus. How long do you have for that? Because if managers
3 months,
okay,
90 days.
90 days. All right, and I'm gonna guess that's a $500 bonus.
It's 750.
750. Okay,
And I got that bonus.
nice.
I remember where I was when I got to director. I was at a camp meeting. I was traveling. I was busy. It was not a convenient time to do it.
You're saying you got to director even while you were busy.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
busy doing other things, and it was inconvenient time to get to director. It was never a convenient season. But I got to director, crystal director, within the time frame.
Yeah. So this. Oh wait, let's get the total for this now.
Oh, it's actually within 120 days. It's not 90. It's within 120 days of becoming an associate.
Wow, they're just becoming more and more generous.
Yeah, more and more generous. And sometimes like January they have like NYKO New Year's kickoff. It's like the second biggest event of the year. They'll actually do what's called a crystal reset. So anyone can reset their crystal timer, and if they missed it in the past, they could get to crystal executive or manager and director and beyond after that.
Do they do that
Yes.
frequently?
Yes, they do.
And even if you are a manager and you are pushing to go toward the top one with the 10,
Executive.
yeah, executive, when they have that reset, you can go from crystal to executive and get all the bonuses.
Yep. So it's never really too late to learn this or to get to crystal. Like Isagenix is giving us the tracks to run on. It's the path to purpose and profitability.
To freedom.
That's right.
Right. And so the total so far with the bonuses and with creating consultants, 1650. And this is just for sharing
With 2 people who share with 2 people and doing that 3 times.
Right. Just sharing the products that you love and helping other people share as well. You get paid for helping your people get paid. Get paid for getting your people paid. And
Yeah.
So now we've covered the director, and now to get to executive, which is the highest rank, it is the exact same thing. Creating consultants, only you create 10 consultants. So you go from 6 to 10, that's just 4 more, and you become an executive. The executive, oh well, let's tally up the bonuses. So product introduction, no, not product introduction. Creating consultant bonuses, that's $1,000 total, just for creating consultants. And then if you get the crystal manager bonus, that's another $1,000.
You're saying the crystal executive
I mean,
bonus?
yeah, crystal and executive bonus. Yes,
Yep.
Thank you.
Another 1,000. So the time frame you have is 180 days. So you got 6 months to get to crystal executive. I remember where I was when we got to crystal executive also. I got to crystal executive and Kathy got to crystal executive. And we helped Cindy Talley get to crystal executive too. Malcolm got to crystal executive as well.
Why did you say Kathy?
Because you got to crystal executive. You are a crystal executive.
I did. Okay. I was thinking you were saying that you got there, then you helped Kathy get there, and I'm going,
No.
Okay,
No, you
got it.
helped me to get, Kathy helped me to get to crystal executive. You're executive before me.
Yeah.
For that. No, I was just saying that the different people,
Okay. Got it.
whose names people recognize, got to crystal executive.
Yes.
And then Willie, there's a guy Willie who's in our downline. He got to crystal executive in 48 hours. He did what we call an executive launch. And Emily Vavra, she's my age and she was an Isagenix millionaire in her early 20s. And she also has people in her team who get to crystal executive within 48 hours in their first launch. They have executive launches. They're ready to, they get together and like, hey, we're going to get a group of runners. We're looking for runners and we're going to launch our business to executive as soon as possible. She's like, I'm an executive of a multi-billion-dollar health and wellness company.
Phenomenal.
And the cool thing is, like, when Willie got to executive, Kathy and I got paid on everything that everyone that Willie shared with. I've had like 3 messages with Willie on Messenger, and I've not talked to any of the people he shared with, but I got paid on all the people he shared with.
That's what's phenomenal. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Because he was working with Malcolm. Malcolm's the one who helped Willie to get to executive. But the cool thing is that your downline gets to a point where people are sharing, who are sharing with others, who share with others, and when one call can change it all. You invite someone to take a look, and they see this, and they start sharing, whether you personally enrolled them or not. You're getting paid for all of that, and then like your legs or your teams, you have the left team and the right team, they get like, one of them gets a mind of its own and starts running away from you, and it's growing beyond your ability, beyond your time perception or your activity, and you're getting paid for that. Then you start working on the other leg to start helping it catch up. Like Kathy shared with Gabriel Cousins, who is a world-renowned health, like alternative health educator, and he said, in my X amount of years, it's really like decades of working with a variety of nutraceuticals, that I've never found a like product development support. And so he recommended it to his whole newsletter. He had a list and he shared it with everyone. So
You went
who
quiet.
joined. What was that?
You went quiet for a bit.
You
Oh.
cut out for a little bit.
What part? What did you hear?
I think I heard you in person say something about spiked, but it didn't come through on Discord.
There was a
We heard about
spike
the
of
list.
growth.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a spike of growth of people who are buying the products because Gabriel Cousins recommended our product to others in our placement tree and we get paid on each of those people. We bank all that volume and everyone who and what happens is too, someone like for me, if I have to enroll someone, the reason why when I enroll people, some of you guys get benefited is because I got to choose to enroll them somewhere. So I enroll them under you. If you are on my bottom right, then I'm working there. That's the leg I'm focused on, and so you get paid. And so when we enroll another Gabriel Cousins, and boom, starts to explode too. That's called overspill.
So you guys seeing the possibilities?
That's cool. I really like that. It's amazing.
I see the possibilities. What do you like about it, Katharina?
I just like that it's a teamwork, it's a collaboration, and it's helping each other out. And we all profit through it.
Yeah.
That's what my John liked about it. Because in other companies, you could reach the top, but nobody underneath you reached it with you. But with this one, you not only can reach the top, but you can help all your consultants that you put in to help reach it.
Wow, that's deep. That's so true. And it's funny because with Isagenix, you earn 6% on unlimited depth into the organization. So we have over 15,500 and growing customers in our tree. And so when the 15,500 and next client comes who we don't know, we still get paid the exact same amount of someone like Shanicia, who I personally enrolled, or Katharina, who I personally enrolled. It's like we still get paid the exact same amount, and then when Shanicia enrolls her friend or her fellow Canadian, like I get paid the same amount as Shanicia shares, or like Shanicia shares with Keenan, and Keenan shares with her sister. I get paid the exact same amount on Keenan's sister, Tia, as I do as enrolling Shanicia every time they're saving money on their groceries, which is amazing. I showed this to my mom, as you see on there. My mom was the first person I shared with. Like, Mom, check this out. And she was looking at me and she's like, "Oh, my son's into one of those things. Here, let me explain to you." It's like, "No, Enoch, don't get it, don't buy it. It's one of those pyramid schemes, and this is a pyramid thing. It's like you don't want to do that. Only the people at the top make money." And so she was trying to warn me against. I'm like, "No, Mom, it's not how it works. Check this out." And I explained to her this compensation plan, how you earn 6% of everyone, and you still are able to like you who are listening right now, any one of you can choose to share, and you can actually make more money than I do in Isagenix. That you're actually paid on your efforts. So like Dave MacArthur makes more money than some people in his upline. And I was making more money than some of the people in my upline. And as I was getting through Crystal, like I was at a higher rank going to Crystal Manager, Director, Executive, like you ACNDE. These are the tracks to run on. And as I was following this path of creating consultants and learning the skills that pay the bills, I was able to make more money than people in my upline. So they're above me, but I make more money than them. Why? Because there's equal opportunity in Isagenix. It's not a pyramid scheme that only the people at the top money. Anyone is able to choose to build a business that thrives and to really like treat this as a profession that it really is. And I showed mom how it works, and she's like, Enoch, check this out. And she like draws like this little, like what you have here, it kind of looks like a pyramid, right? So she draws out these little circles in this network and this placement tree. She's like, look, this is how most like pyramid things work. But then she flips the paper upside down. She's like, but this is how Isagenix work. It's like the opposite of a pyramid. Everything trickles down to you, but you're able to get paid. The person at the bottom has the same opportunity as the people at the top to make money that can make a difference in people's lives. And she saw the vision the first time I shared it with her, and she's like, wow, this is unlike anything I've ever seen. And she's looked into different MLMs, network marketing, direct sales. She's looked at stuff before, but never has she found a company like Isagenix before.
Amazing.
Did you guys get all that?
Okay, so question. You said you get paid more than what the people than your upline, even if they're above you, and that's because you're continually enrolling people, and well, while you're enrolling people, you get the product in, in introductory bonuses, and like you're creating consultants. Is that how? Because they still get 6% off of everything, right? I can't hear you.
Bank the volume for six. They still bank the volume for 6% of everything
Uh-huh.
that is purchased. But remember, you have two legs. You have the left leg and the right leg. So I get paid more not only because I'm selling more like I'm introducing the products and getting those 20%. I didn't have that when I joined. That's something that you guys get, which is cool that we get now. But the way I was making more money than people above in my upline is because I am building both legs. Some people only build one leg and they bank the volume. And I've seen people like we have Jimmy Stewart right now who he's been banking the volume, and because he's maintained a qualified order in his account. So he's not only banking the volume of everyone who's signing up under him that he's not involved in, but also he's getting 6% of all of his personal purchases. So as soon as he shares with two people, he cycles and he's going to make $600 right there just by being a happy, satisfied customer. $600. So, but he, being in my upline, I remember like his brother is in my upline, and I was making more than his brother. His brother could see all the people I'm sharing with, and he would talk to me at events. He'd be like, "Oh, it's pretty cool." He's like, "How are you inviting people?" And some people would talk to me, and I'd let them know. But the but it's because they're like if you don't build your inside leg, you're responsible for you're responsible for both legs. But if you only have one of them growing, you're not going to cycle. So you got to have it's called cycling because just like you're riding a bicycle, your pedals go up and down, your left foot, right foot, and it goes up as the other one goes down. That's what you want to do with cycling. And you get $54 every time you cycle, but that takes 600 volume from one side and 300 volume from the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I believe so.
Does it make sense to you, Shanicia?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So anyone is able to make the decision. And this isn't one of those do nothing, get paid everything kind of things. It's like it takes work. But it's something that the work that you do, like if I'm working at like a 9 to 5 and I'm getting paid by the hour, if I work harder, I won't make more money. If I learn to be more productive, I won't make more money. I'm going to be punished by working more because the person next to me is just doing bare minimum, and he still gets paid the same amount that I do on the hourly wage. So that's a fixed income. But this has passive and residual income. So and because there's it's compensation, I get commission based. So I get paid based on the effort. What I put in is what I reap. So there's unlimited earning potentials here. This compensation plan is what helped me to be making $10,000 a month in my early 20s. This is what's able to help Dave MacArthur to make $12 million and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So there's no limit to what you're able to earn through this compensation plan.
Makes sense. That's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's like a personal development program with a compensation plan. As we learn, as we grow, as we become more productive, as we become more effective in learning how to share, more influential, as we invite people to take a look. We don't have to, it's not that we have to go present, but as we invite them to go listen to a presenter. In the beginning, like, I wasn't presenting stuff. I was just inviting people to go listen to Dave. Dave's doing a meeting. Okay. But like, have you met Dave MacArthur? That's what Cindy Talley said to Malcolm. He's like, have you met Dave MacArthur? He's like, who's this guy? The way you say it, it sounds like I'm talking to or like Gandhi. And it's just like, okay, who's this Dave? Maybe I should meet him. Listened to his story, heard his heart, was like, wow, I think this could really help my wife with her brain injury, and got her on the products, improved her brain. And then she's like, look, you're starting to look like Santa Claus, Malcolm. He's like, okay, Dave, how do I do this nutrition stuff? And then he lost, it was like 30, 40 pounds, and he's been feeling so much better. So it's just like this, because the products actually work, they're backed by science, and they get results. It's just so easy and shareable. Dave MacArthur wasn't originally starting to build a business. He just was looking for a solution to be healthier, and he lost weight, and his clothes didn't fit him anymore. So he's walking around like a walking billboard, and people are like, Dave, you look great. What's going on? You've got a glow about you. We call it an Isoglow. So they're like, yeah, I don't know. My wife got me on these products. She won it at some fair. Go talk to this dude. He can help you. He referred like 12 people, if I got the number right, before he even realized there was a compensation plan. And as he was sending them over there, then they were like, hey, Dave, did you know that you can actually get paid for all these referrals you're sending us? He's like, what? What do you mean? Then he showed up to one of these business trainings, like what you're doing now. And then when he understood this compensation plan, he became psychologically unemployable. He's like, this is the key to financial freedom. And he's impacted thousands of people's lives since.
Amazing.
Right. And so you see, it's not just about, I mean, the money is great too, but it's not just about the money. If you think about it, every dollar that you make is a reflection of the impact that you're having on people's lives, because you're introducing them to these products that have the potential, that will, if they're consistent with it, improve their health, give them a better quality of life.
Amen.
That right there.
All right, so I went ahead and did some more math. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like from the consultant bonuses, like creating consultants, and the crystal bonuses, just from those, the total you can get for becoming a executive is $3,050. Is that right?
So I said that you get $100 for the first 10 consultants.
Right.
I was wrong. It's actually the first 20 consultants.
Oh, wow.
So it's actually, and there's no time limit on that. So you can make up to $2,000 for the first 20 consultants you personally enroll who become consultants.
Okay, so it can go beyond this.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. And that's not even, and what you calculated, when I joined, what I remember, it was closer to $5,000 by the time you get to executive, and I forget why. But and we haven't even talked about, like, there's manager pools, director pools, executive pools. there's over 13 ways to get paid in Isagenix. So you're getting paid by other ways. Like we're showing you the basics, and like Katharina's experience, Shanice's experience, we've experienced. Kathy gets paid for things, and she's like, I don't even know where this $3,000 bonus came from. But it's like sometimes we were like looking in the back office, like where did this $2,000 come from? I'm not sure, but hey, we're not complaining about it.
No.
And so there's so yeah, I would say it's about $4,000, $5,000 by the time you get to executive,
And that's not even counting the cycles.
not counting the cycles.
Not at all. All the cycles are bonuses.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
Dave
bonuses.
MacArthur. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's just the bonuses on top of the bonuses.
Yeah. And really, like Dave MacArthur explains that the cycles is where the real long-term money is. It like
Yeah.
for your mindset, the way you want to think about this, the bonuses are nice. These bonuses are designed to help someone like me who was a poor missionary who did not have a large income. I had to borrow my credit card to buy my first payment, and these bonuses allow the poorest of the poor that has no money to be able to financially afford building a thriving business. And by walking through these rank advancements, you could take anyone on any financial background to be able to eat the free eat join the Eat for Free Club, then get their products paid for, then get their payments paid for, got my credit card paid for off of the first time I got paid. It was $554. I borrowed like 200 or so to get started, and then be able to go forward from there. So it's very generous, but this really gets you into the cycles. The cycles is where the real long-term passive residual income comes from, because we still get paid from people we shared like 5 years ago. It's residual income because you make the sale once, set them up on auto ship, and they love the products and they're consumable, so they want to buy it again and again. And so we still get paid for that. 5 years ago, we've been paid every month for saving money on the groceries. So it's residual. That's the cycles, not all these bonuses. And it's passive because they're purchasing every month and that money's going into the bank account. We don't have to actively like call them up. We don't have to actively sell to the person. We don't have to actively there's not something we're not in active communication with 15,000 people, but we're able to get paid on any of those who are purchasing. That's passive income. So what we want to learn is to like we we have such a fixed income. We're so used to fixed income that when you work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. Isagenix is not fixed. It's infinitely scalable, but it's passive and residual income. You have leverage. This is how real wealth is created. This is what Dave MacArthur said when I first started, and I began to realize that that's what you want to look for. You want to look for ways you can earn while you learn, like Isagenix, ways that have passive income, residual income, and leverage. Those three things that is going to be able to create the financial, where you not only have financial freedom to buy the things you desire, but you have the time freedom to actually spend your time the way you desire. Because a lot of people, like if you're going to make more money at a job, getting a second job, a third job, a fourth job, like Dave MacArthur, working at a Honda dealership, he was fixing cars in the evening. He was working in the morning and got a paper route for the wee hours of the morning. He had 3 to 4 jobs trying to make more money and get ahead, but they were all on fixed income. And Dave Ramsey says this economy, if you want to get financially ahead, the worst thing you can do is get a second job. The best thing you can do is start a home-based business.
Amen.
And that's Dave Ramsey.
All right. Well, our time is up. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks
you.
for this opportunity to share what I know about the compensation plan, and hopefully it was helpful to the people watching.
It was helpful for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you so
I
much.
think I know a little more than I did.
Mm-hmm.